as you can. Okay.
Will you please not write me out, please?
I have to, Christina. But I was gonna ask you why would you pull out your cell phone? You know the rules. Because if I change the rules, I can't. You know I can't. So don't put me in the position to where I can't. So I'm just gonna go over it with you. Yeah. So basically, what I'm gonna do is, hopefully, Mr. Vonner, because I don't know what Mr. Vonner's like.
He'll give me OCS. He doesn't care what's going on.
Yeah. Well, it's that's why I just want to talk to you, because I still got to do it no matter what. So hopefully he does do it. But the way it's going to work out basically is that you're going to be out there for a week, but I'm going to be there to help you every step of the way. So that means that any new concepts we go over, I'll be there to help you out. All right? So just keep in mind, remember, I can't let anything slide. You know how I'm like. That's the class. The rules govern me. I can't do anything. The rules are set. I follow the rules. So basically, I'll be there to help you out. Because, you're one of my best students. You're smart. One of my favorite students. But you can't keep on doing what I'm doing. So, hang back 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so basically, I'll be there to help you out. What I want you to do is, any of the new concepts that we start going over, I'm going to go over it with you, okay? So I want you to come back after, if you have any problems at all, I'm going to come in during my planning period to help you out, to make sure you stay on top of it, all right? So that means that if you have any questions at all, just come by after school and just kind of talk to me. All right?
Okay.
So what I'm just going to write down is just, hey, you pulled out your cell phone, I asked for it because we did, and then just going to send it in, all right? So just please don't pull out your cell phone ever again. Because, I hate it when students pull out cell phones because I don't like sending them to OCS, but that's the rules. They set the rules, I follow the rules.
It just sucks because I don't want to come to school anymore if this is what's going to happen. I don't want to have stress at home and then come to school and be stressed out here and nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
No one knows what's happening at my house. And I told Mr. Barr, and my mom called him.
Uh-huh.
And he still writes me up and gives me all these things for these stupid things like ID.
Yeah. It's just the way it is. But I'm going to talk to Mr. Vaughn. I'm just going to do what I got to do. Yeah. But then I'm going to call him up and talk to him personally. All right? Okay. So I'll do that for you. Because, I still got to do what I got to do because, this is rules. Just got to follow them. Because if I don't...
understand. I'm not mad at you or anything. If I were a teacher, I'd do this same thing. I can't talk when I'm crying.
Yeah, it's all right. Because, you're one of my... Because it's I always hate doing this. Because I had another kid, too. 2 other kids, same thing, too. One of my favorite students... But they pull out a cell phone. Because you're not the only one. Trust me. I've already written 3 referrals for cell phones. So it's they're one of my favorite students. They have an A in my class. But as soon as they whip out that cell phone, I say, why would you do something like that? Now, I have to send you to OC. Now, I have to write you the referral because I have to do that. That's my rule. And then whatever your AP decides, which they're strict on it this year, they're probably going to send you to OCS. And I want you to be in my class. Because I miss that student. I need them in my class. I miss you. I'm going to miss you because I need you in my class. I want you in my class, but I still got to follow the rules. So then I just kind of get, okay, why would you pull out your cell phone, Mm-hmm. It's it's the same thing that I have with you too. Because once again, you're not the only student. Remember, I've had 3 already. 3 of them are my favorite students. They're not bad kids. You're not bad at all. You're awesome. It's just that once this happens, it's I just got to follow through with it. And hopefully, but I'm going to put in a word for you, a good word. I'm going to be Mr. Vonner, she's an awesome student. She's real cool. I'm sending in I got to just do all the paperwork, but I'm going to give him a personal call, even shoot him an email, because I know he's kind of lazy about checking his email. So I'll give him a call. I'll even meet with him. I'm just going to be like, hey, you know what? Christina, she's an awesome student. She's got some things going on at home. She's awesome. She just made a mistake, but I'm just filling out the paperwork, but I want you to take that into consideration, whether you're going to assign her OCS or not. Just please take that into consideration, because she's awesome. She's one of my favorite students, one of the best students I got. She's awesome. You really are. Christina, look at me. You really are one of my favorite students. I need you in this class. I got you to come up to Ruben to help him out. All this stuff, I need you in this class. So I'm going to do all I can to just put in my part. So hopefully that'll sway him. We'll see what he does with that. All right? Mm-hmm. So, all right, cool.
All right. Yeah. Do you want me to just go to class, or do you want to write me a note?
Yeah, let me write you a note. So we'll just say that we were just catching up on homework.
It's my photography teacher. So.
Yeah.
She's really nice.
Yeah. Christina, you're absolutely one of my favorite students. I think you're just out of my top 5 favorite students, you're definitely in the top 5.
I try to be happy at school.
Yeah, and that's I totally didn't know what's going on at home. My home life too.
Sick.
Yeah, whenever I was a kid, or whenever I was a teenager, man, I came from the most. You probably won't believe any of the stories that I went through. I went through some pretty like, I don't want to say the F word, but some pretty effed up stuff, which is why I had to get out of Houston. Like I had a pretty, tough life.
Did you live near Lamarck?
Do you know where the Trey's at? It's kind of a rough neighborhood.
We did missionary work in Lamarck, so that's the only place around Houston I know of.
Oh yeah, yeah. We did. Like, I mean, I didn't come from a good neighborhood, definitely, and like, my dad was an a-hole. I hate my dad. I hate my dad with a passion. He was just wrong. My dad's a jerk. I never came from a stable home. My home life was like, my dad was crazy.
Yeah.
Like my dad's like literally, he was a nutcase. Like he should be like, for him to be like a good father, he'd have to actually go and get counseling.
Yeah.
Like he's like out of his mind. I'm talking about like mentally crazy. And so
my dad and my dad's like that too though, but it's just because he's got cancer and it's messing him up.
Yeah. Like my dad, like sometimes like I hate my dad. Like I've come close to like, me and my dad have been in physical fights before. Growing up as a teenager, like we fought physically. I'm talking about punching each other, headlocks. Of like, I come from a pretty like messed up, violent household. Like my home life was messed up and stuff. And the only thing that kind of got me through there was just kind of like believing in myself and just getting structure around me, and just thinking that I can do what I want to do. But trust me, man, like I've seen it all, done it all. I've been through like a lot of pretty crappy places in my life, but it's like I kind of got to look past that. And it's like I hate my dad. Like sometimes I just and it's something I got to work on too. Like I hate him with a passion. I still don't like him. I still don't talk to him. It's like I can't stand the guy. I hate him, and it's just something that I need to work on myself, because it's like we've come close to like just like, I mean, we've had like police involved and stuff. It was bad. I mean, like my home life was terrible just growing up. It was just terrible, and it's something that I kind of feel like I was robbed of, like having a good childhood or a good teenage life. And I just come from a pretty effed up background, and that's why I just had to get out of the house. I had to get out of Houston itself, because it's a rough place to be. And so I mean, everything, no matter what you're going through, just remember that everything always gets better. It's just a constant uphill battle, but things always get better no matter what. It always gets better. And you have plenty of potential. You're smart, you're funny, you got everything going for you. And so it's just it's just a matter of time. So whatever are your parents divorced or? Yeah, my parents too. Like
my dad's got cancer and he's terminal.
Mm-hmm.
And he would talk to me on the phone and stuff, and then just the past week he blocked my number and blocked me from Facebook, and my stepmom won't talk to me, and he won't talk to me, and it's been like really upsetting me.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to Miss Curry, and she told me that she was going to let all my teachers know in an email, but I don't think she did. And
yeah, I didn't get that email yet. She might have sent it, I don't know when.
It's just been really hard on me, especially this past week, because I go home and I really, really want to talk to him and stuff, but I can't.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like you only have so long left with them, and when you can't talk to them.
Yeah, that's real tough. And Miss Curry's your counselor?
Mhm.
Yeah, man, that's hard. Like I can't imagine going through that. Like I've had friends that have been, killed and have died, but like my dad, me and my dad, we were never close. So I mean, I wouldn't know, but I mean, I couldn't. I mean, everyone's life is specific to their own, but I mean, just know that I care about you, and if you ever want to talk anytime, I mean, it doesn't have to always be about chemistry. If you need someone just to kind of just talk to, or you need, because I care about every single one of my students, so if you need someone just to kind of if you just need someone to vent to, I mean, I'm sure you got tons of friends, but if you just need someone to vent to, I'm always here for you. So,
all right.
Yeah, but just, I mean, just, kind of, things always will get better. I mean, life's, especially your teenage years are probably going to be the hardest times of your life, because you're 17, right?
16.
16, yeah. So, I mean, I remember, whenever I was 16, man, I had no structure in my life. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't even think I'd make it into my 20s. It was crazy. But in your teenage years are the hardest years of your life. Lots of adults don't understand that.
Yeah,
but just kind of,
because you would think they had gone through it.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'll give you the honest answer. Adults, they forget what it's like to be a teenager.
They try to.
Yeah, and then they try to forget, and they just kind of go, oh, you'll grow out of it. And what they mean by that is they're saying is that when you're a teenager, all you know is up until you're 16 years old.
Yeah.
Which is it's just crazy, because that's all you know. But just know that beyond being, as you get older and you get older, you know, like once I got out of my teenage years into my 20s, it's like things look kind of different, and things always get brighter, and you always grow. And even now, it's like I mean, life's not perfect, but it's like just know that your teenage years are going to be the hardest years of your life. It's going to be the hardest years, and lots of people, especially adults, they're not going to understand that.
Yeah.
Because once they get into being an adult, they either forget about what it was like being a teenager, or they forget, or they just kind of see like the bigger, they kind of see the whole picture, I guess.
Yeah. Kind
of, you know. But as you're a teenager, it's going to be specific to you. It's going to be the hardest times of your life, and it really is. But just know that things always get better, and that sometimes adults won't always understand that. But just kind of keep that in mind. But I just want you to know that you are one of my favorite students, one of my top students ever. So, cool. So yeah, so just go ahead and let me put down.
Yeah, I was just saying, can you put a time on there?
Yeah, I'll give you like extra 3 minutes. So there you go.
Alright, thanks.
Alright, cool. So I'm going to talk to Vonner and see if I can pull for you.
Alright, thanks.
Alright, Christina.